And your next inductor at this time, ladies and gentlemen, from the WWA, Mike Sparta.
Thank you, everybody. I know you're a cocksucker. You don't have to tell me. I got a brother. I came around the wrestling business at 10 years old, really at 7. My brother used to take me. I had an older brother. My older brother got into business through Mr. Savoli and a gentleman by the name of Cookie McFarlane. And from there, you know, he got into business and he drove the wrestlers around. That was Freddie. That was his dude. Everybody heard, you know, how everybody heard in the past how wrestlers paid their dues. Well, in the day, wrestlers paid their dues. Okay, it's not like today that the schools and everybody, you know, goes to school and they're a wrestler. It wasn't like that back then, in the 60s, early 70s, even the 70s. And there was a gentleman there by the name of Danny Davis. When we would make the towns, it would be early, the ring would be being set up, and there he was, setting the ring up. Okay? Not 5 guys setting it up, 4 guys. Danny and maybe one other guy, or maybe another guy, 3 guys. Danny and 2 other guys. Maybe a 20 by 20 inch ring. From there, Danny, huh?
20 feet.
That's a big ring. Yeah, it was 20 by 20 foot ring. 20 by 20. I gotta say feet? You don't know what it is? You don't know what the size of the ring is? So from there, Danny became a referee, so did my brother. I still went to wrestling. Then I started going on my own. I got my license and I started to travel with Cookie. Well, after that, I'd come early. Danny would set up the ring, referee, and wrestle. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but before Danny was Dangerous Danny Davis,
Mr. X.
that's right, he was Mr. X. All right? So, that guy paid his dues. Danny has paid his dues. Then he got a break and became Dangerous Danny Davis. But Danny and I had a mutual friend. I got a little story to tell. His name was Cookie McFarlane. He was a little guy. He was about 4'2". He had a big cigar. He was from the north end of Boston. He had more stories. He could make a storybook. He was the biggest bullshitter going. Him with Gorgeous George, rode the train with him, everything. When Gorgeous George was around. Well, I would drive him around the New England area, Worcester, North Attleboro, Friday night. I'd drive him, you know, everywhere. Danny would take him to the farther places, like New York City. Well, after the matches, a lot of the boys would go out to a bar, have a drink. Well, you know, you're in a bar, it's dark, you know, a few drinks. Well, you know, they stayed over, they healed the room together. Cookie went upstairs, he was in the room, Danny went to the bar, comes back. He's got a girl with him. He wakes, Cookie's sleeping. Wakes Cookie up. Cook, get up. What do you want, you bag of shit? Cook, get up. What do you want? Now, meanwhile, it's dark in the room. He's got glasses, and the poor guy got cataracts. He had glasses that were real thick. He didn't have them on. He goes, Cook, come on. I am a hot, this broad is hot. I mean, she's hot. You're gonna do me a favor. You're gonna go downstairs for a little while, and then come back. I'll let you know when to come back. Leave me alone, get out of here.
How hot was she?
I'll tell you how hot in a minute. Leave me alone, get out of here. Come on, Cook. He says, Cookie turns around and says to him, go fuck her in the tub. Well, turns over, falls back to sleep, and he does whatever he's got to do. The next morning comes. They wake up. They're sitting at the end of the bed. Cookie looks at Danny, looks at the broad, says to Danny, you're bought none, you bastard. So, that's Danny Davis. And I'm glad to induct him. He still wrestles for me, so let's everybody give him a big hand. The dangerous Danny Davis.